Hi everyone, good morning. Yeah, hi. Hi Ashish. Yes, we can discuss about the assignment now. And guys, any questions anybody has, please let me know. So last week we've gone through all the basics of this module, as in what exactly we are going to talk about, what are the possibilities, right? What are the ad formats, the terminologies, and and then we started with one search campaign, right? We just got started last time, and we created a basic search campaign, the basic framework, I mean, and then we will see how we can enrich it today. Oh, so you will get a we will evaluate and we will give you a remark right there where you've submitted it. Yes. Anybody else has any questions? Is the sound loud enough? It's all good at your end as well? Yes. Okay, great. Okay. No questions. So I'll just take you through the agenda for today. Yes, Bernard, tell me. Yeah, so there was one task about SEM rush that I'll take you through today. Right, so that possibly you would not have done. But if you've created the account and created the campaign, uploaded that assignment, right? And the case studies one, just if you've gone through it, just mark it complete. So we know that you've completed the task. Hi, Amit, Bernard, everybody. Okay. When I opened account, 50 rupees got deducted. Yes, that is just to verify your card. After that, it'll be the credit limit that you've been given. So you will, whenever that credit limit reaches, then the amount will be deducted. So whenever you have spent that much money. Okay. So now today what we will do is that that search campaign that we created last time. Now we have to identify what about keywords now. How should I find out which are the relevant keywords for me and which are the ones that will work because they are also being searched on Google. That's not something we can know as a business, so Google will tell us through a tool. That is what we will see. Then we will see some bits about landing pages, right? So landing page, we know that landing page experience has to be good, especially that mobile optimized bit and all that we will see today, where you can check. Bid strategy is something that in fact we'll begin with this one. So bid strategies, what are the different bid strategies? And then we will overall understand how do you optimize this campaign? What are the things that you should, all the points that, like a summary, what are the things that we will look at, right? So that on a continuous basis, so that things are all going fine. So that's about it. And then SEM rush also, that third party tool, that we will go through that one. Okay, so before we begin, I just want you to revise that campaign creation bit that we did last time through this video. So you can go through this video and then we will come back, right? So there are some platforms who market themselves as they can auto optimize AdWords campaign. Uh, yes. So I mean, see, we okay. We will. Ashish, I'll come back to your question. So basically, you know, okay, I'll just tell you. So basically, what happens is, lots of things are automated, right? Lots of things are automated here as well. So there is so bidding and all is automated here itself. Lots of optimization that AdWords is going forward and putting in a lot of machine learning. So as we move along, you will see that some machine learning is coming in some campaigns here itself. So when you can see those things here itself, one second, it's I think they'll be expensive, Ashish. One, so we have, we have people only working on these accounts and agencies, and those will be expensive. There's one called Word Stream that I'll show you today. Today we'll see that one also. So you will get an idea, what exactly they do, right, and what exactly manually what you can do. So optimization when we discuss today, so you'll see manually what we can do and what are the things that they also say that these are the pointers. So we'll go through one of them today. So I think then you'll get an idea. Okay, guys, I'm sharing a video. Please watch this video, then we will come back, right? So this will be a revision of what we did last time. All right. So now we have that campaign. Let's see some things into it now. One, when we were creating it, we reached this point where it said, "What will your bid strategy be, right, for this campaign?" So now, what is this bid strategy? how do we decide a bid strategy when there are so many of them given, right? There is, see, it says manual bid strategy, that's one, there is only one, and there are so many automated bid strategies, right? So how do we decide? Now the key to that is that we will decide it based on your objective for the campaign, right? So why is it that you're creating this campaign? Based on that, there are some options that you have from which you can choose. Now if your objective of creating this campaign is to get clicks, right? Now what you will do is you can go by manual CPC, where you will say that, I am going to be bidding 10 rupees, so you are manually going to be deciding that. Or you can go by maximize clicks, right, which is an automated way of going about it. So that means that you will tell Google that, okay, Google can go and bid for me so that I get maximum possible clicks on this campaign, right? So remember, what we are discussing is bid strategy, which is at campaign level. Okay, bid strategy at campaign level. And then there is also daily budget as a separate setting at campaign level, right? Daily budget is also a separate setting at campaign level, which means that daily budget is always the limiting factor, right? That is always an upper restriction, no matter which bid strategy you choose. So now if I'm going for maximize clicks, then I'm telling Google that Google can go and bid for me. I will be paying by those CPC bids only, right? That CPC, average CPC, that it comes out to be. So I'll be paying by that. But of course, it can't go and spend. It can set the CPCs as it wishes and all that, and as it sees that which keyword is going to get me more clicks and all that, it will look at. But the restriction will be daily budget. It can't spend more than that money on a day. Okay, then that is clicks. If you want conversions, now if you want conversions, then what are the bid strategies that you have? You have enhanced CPC, there is target CPA, and then there is maximize conversions. Okay, and it's not that if you have chosen one bid strategy you can't switch. Okay, but you don't switch bid strategies very frequently. So it's like, if I've set something today, I should give it at least a week, 10 days time, so that I see Google also gets the learning, particularly in automated ones, right? So Google also gets the learning. And then if I think that no, this is not something I want to do, maybe I want to switch it, then I can try switching. But not like, I'll set it today and tomorrow only I'll change it, not like that. So these are some bid strategies. Okay, so when I want conversions, so what I'll do is, first of all, we will do a conversion tracking setup, right? Conversion tracking setup we'll do, which we will learn next time, where you will, it's just a technical bit where, where you will set up and say that, this is what is a conversion to me, right? This is what is a conversion to me. So what will happen is, Google will then start recording conversions, because clicks happen on your ad, conversion happens on your website. So till the time you set this process up, Google will not be able to know if conversion happened on your website or not. So this part we will do next time. But then once you have set up the conversions, Google is starting to report to you conversions, right? It's not that you can't go by a manual CPC. Then you can definitely go by manual CPC. In fact, for these two bid strategies, you also require some conversions before you can take up this bid strategy. Okay, so once you have got that minimum number of conversions, like this one will require 15 conversions, once you have received at least 15 conversions in the last 30 days, and that too consistently, right? This one might require 30. So like that. So once you have those minimum number of conversions, and you have been, basically, you've got some conversions, some history is there, Google also has learned it, then you can go for these conversion oriented bid strategies as well. What are these? First one, it is known as enhanced CPC, right? Is everybody with me? Right, okay. Enhanced CPC means that I will set the CPC but I am allowing Google that okay, you can go and see, like if I choose manual CPC and I check this option, so I'm saying that yes, Google can go and increase the CPC wherever it sees. Yeah, thanks guys. So wherever it sees that a conversion can happen, this means this is going to be done by Google in real time for that particular auction. Every auction it can look at, and it will see that okay, where is this auction happening from, what is the location, so where is the search happening from, sorry, where is the search happening from, what is the location, what is the browser, what is the time of the day, so what is the, which is the device. So all these things it can look at, which we can't look at, right? So these are things that that the system can look at, and it can see that okay, conversion is more likely in this particular auction. So the idea is to get a click first, right? So the idea is to first get a click because conversion is likely here. So then Google can go and increase the CPC there. Okay, so that is what you are allowing, that okay, you can go and increase the CPC wherever conversion can happen. So that is enhanced CPC, right? But it is still about, still about CPC only, where you are still setting a CPC, and otherwise you mostly keeping a control, and you're allowing Google that okay, increase that CPC. Then there is another metric to go by, which is called CPA, right? CPA means that my cost per acquisition, right? Cost per acquisition or conversion, right? So this, how will this be calculated? That total cost, when total cost is calculated, it becomes, total cost becomes your clicks into CPC, right? With CPC, with CPC is this total cost. No, cost per click. CPC, when I'm saying CPC is cost per click, total cost is clicks into CPC. Which CPC is this, I'm asking? We discussed it last time? Yeah. No, no, not all this. Remember what we discussed last time? Manual. No, 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 no. I'm not talking bid strategy right now here in this formula. I'm just asking you which CPC will go in this formula. So when I'm calculating total cost, average, correct, Siddharth. So it is average CPC. Remember, guys, we discussed maximum CPC and average CPC. Yes. So this average CPC is multiplied by clicks, and that becomes your total spend, right? That is how it is calculated. Then, if you divide this total cost by total number of conversions that you get, right? Then you will, total number of acquisitions that you get here, acquisition, sorry. So then this will become your cost per acquisition, right? Or CPA, right? Cost per acquisition it will become. So this CPA basically is the money that you are spending to get every sale or to get every form filled up, right? So that is that money. We discussed the concept of conversion. It can be a sale, it can be a form, it can be a download, anything that you get done. So whenever that, so this is the money you are spending, cost per acquisition, on getting every sale or getting every conversion or every lead, whatever that is. So this money is kind of, this money is kind of a margin. If you're getting like 500 rupees, suppose you're selling and you're getting 500 rupees out of it, so you obviously won't spend 500 rupees in acquiring that sale, right? Somewhere that there is to there, so you want to keep a check on this one, right? You want to keep a check on this one. And this CPA, by the way, can be calculated anytime. Sorry, this CPA can be calculated even if you are running your campaigns on manual CPC, right? Anytime you're getting conversions, the CPA is calculated, right? You don't have to go by target CPA. So you already know where your CPAs usually are, right? And around that, you can then start, and you can tell Google that, this is my target cost per acquisition, do not exceed this. Okay, this is the target cost per acquisition for me, so try to get me maximum possible number of conversions within this target CPA, right? So this is what you are, now you're keeping a check on this metric of your business, right? And you are telling that I have already given you the daily budget. Now within this budget, get me maximum possible conversions within this budget and within this cost per acquisition as well. So I don't want to spend more than that in acquiring every sale, right? So that is your CPA. Now the third option that you have is known as maximize conversions. No. So everywhere, that's a good question, Jyotsna. So everywhere you will be paying still by click only, right? You will be paying by click. Everywhere on search, in fact, you will be paying by click only, regardless of the bid strategy we are talking about. So then maximize conversions is the third bid strategy that you have, is where now you do not, suppose you do not have any such metrics, right? You don't want to go by CPA and all, or you may have leads, and in that case you don't really have any such numbers. So then you can simply say maximize. Okay, there's no limit to anything or anything. You're just saying that get me maximum possible conversions on this campaign within my daily budget. So this is like maximize clicks. Here you are saying get me maximum clicks. Here you are saying that I get me maximum conversions for this campaign. So these are all the bid strategies that you have, that you can, these are oriented towards conversions. Okay, what else? Then there are bid strategies that are going to get you more visibility on search. Okay, if you want visibility, so which means that you want your ad to be more visible, to show up higher on the search results, then you can go by target search page location, okay, or target outranking share. What these do is, the first one, this is again automated, all these are automated. So this one's automated, and you are telling Google that bid, again Google will bid for me so that I get to show higher on the search results, right? So if I'm choosing this one, then I can go and say target search page location, okay, show my ad on top of the first results page. So if I'm already there on the first results page, then I can tell Google that, bring me bring my ad higher on the top, on this page. Or if my ad is not showing on the first page, then I'll say that, bid such that get my ad on the first page. Now this does not mean that I will not have I will not have good quality score, and I will just come here and tell Google that, bid like that. So then this will not work. Okay, so this is when you have a very good quality score, right? All you, that there's no problem there. You have good quality scores, but you are still, you think that my bidding is not always getting me the good position, right? So you can always check your average position also, right? Average position is also reported to you. So you can, when you're seeing that I do not see a good average position, then you can go and say target search page location, so it can, then Google can bid for you and get your ad on the top, that is top of the first results page, or top of the, or on the first page. So that is your search page location. The other one is the same thing you want to do, that you want your ad to be more visible, right? Higher, placed higher, but this time vis-a-vis a competitor. So you're saying that I want my ad to be placed higher than my competitor's ad. So if you choose target outranking share, then you have to tell who is your competitor, xyz.com. You have to specify that and tell them that, what is the target to outrank, what is the percentage of times you want your ad to outrank their ad, right? And then maximum bid limit, right? So you still provide a bid limit and say that this is the limit. While Google can bid for me, this is the bid limit Google does not have to exceed, right? So there is an upper restriction on the bid here you're providing, because of course it is kind of competitive, right? So domain name to outrank, target to outrank, maximum bid limit, and then Google, provided you have good quality score, Google will bid for you such that it tries to beat that competitor's ad. Target percentage, what is the time, how many, what percent of the time you want your ad to, so like let's say 70% of the time, Deepthi, Razia. Okay, so you can say, like, let's say 70% of the time I want my ad to be placed above, out of all the times, out of the 100 times we are in a both of these, both of us are in that auction. Okay, so yeah, so that's your outranking share. So but these are specific ones, right? These are very specific bid strategies. Otherwise, these are pretty common ones, commonly used. Okay, then there is one more, which is like ROI, or let's say conversions focused, return on investment. Okay, I'm saying return on investment. So this one is called target ROAS. So I cannot know, Sushmita, because I cannot see the account of Urban Ladder, or I cannot see the AdWords account of Pepperfry. Yes, but these will be the, this is how they will choose. Probably Pepperfry will go and say that I want to beat Urban Ladder, right? It's possible. So I don't know what is happening in their AdWords account, what bid strategy they have taken up, but yes, this is how people will, these are the kind of competitors people will choose. Can we? No, 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 Chaitanya. One competitor you can specify. Okay, so then finally there is one called target ROAS, which is a little advanced bid strategy, which you will definitely not reaching right now when you're just starting an AdWords account. And it's not necessary also that every AdWords account reaches here, because again, it depends on the objective. Lots of people, for lots of brands, the objective may be just to get clicks, just to get people on the website engaged, right? While they usually sell offline and all that. So then, conversions is not a goal. Even if conversions is a goal, then you're trying for CPA and all that. But if there are brands that have tried all these things, and then they want to, rather than keeping a check on CPC, or keeping a tab on CPA, if they want to rather see that what is the if they putting 100 rupees on AdWords, what is it, what is the result they are getting out of it, right? So why are they advertising on AdWords? So if they're saying that, if I put 100 rupees on this campaign, okay, I'll just come back, Jyotsna. So if I put 100 rupees on this campaign, I want 400 rupees out of it, right? 400 rupees revenue, 400 rupees monetary value out of it, right? So that's the reason I'll be here, right? So if if that is what you want to keep a check on, then of course this also can be calculated. Even when you're not choosing this bid strategy, your return on ad spend can be calculated. This is equal to your conversion value, right? Conversion value, total conversion value on this campaign divided by total cost on this campaign into 100, right? So which means return, right? This return divided by ad spend, return divided by ad spend into 100, and it is in percentage form. So you can tell that, let's say you say that my here. So if I go to target ROAS and I say that I want a 400% return on my campaign, right? 400% ROAS here, 400% ROAS I want on this campaign. So then Google will, so this is obviously very advanced. Google will go and bid for you. You will again be paying by CPC, but there is so much calculation, so much dynamic calculation that is happening at their end. And then they will try and see that if you say 400%, then this is what you're trying. So you are saying that I put in 100 rupees, I get 400 rupees monetary worth out of it, which is 400 divided by 100, right, into 100. So that's your 400%. So that is what you're saying, that this is what I want out of it. Yeah, and it is also it's used by businesses who are particularly focused, not necessarily big or small, but particularly focused only on this bit. They're not concerned, because they just want to sell, right? They just want to sell, and they're not concerned about which click, which keyword, which keyword or what other things, or visibility. But basically I want to sell, and that's all. And I've tried all these things already. Now I want to just keep a control on this amount. Outcome matters. Yes, so the outcome here is just how much sales, just the sales. That is exactly what you are trying to get here. We can also say, you're looking for conversion value. So you're looking for ROI, conversions, or conversion value. So that is total conversion value. That's when. And this conversion value, we will also be specifying all this, that how much, when a conversion happens, how much money it come, how much money it brings to me, right? All this we will specify when we set up this conversion tracking. Um, yes, Chandan, I think this is what you're asking. Every product has different price. How will Google calculate this? Because we will be telling Google. Okay, so when we set up this conversion tracking next week, so we will be telling Google how to get this conversion value. Got it? So we will only be telling. It will just pick it up from there. Chandan, clear? Do we need any minimum number of conversions? No, I don't know. There's no minimum number, but you won't reach here, without trying out some of the conversion strategies, because here also you need to have some history, some return history. It should, Google should know, you should know, Jyotsna. So you will probably start with clicks things, then reach the conversion oriented strategies, and then come on here. Yeah. Yes, outcome obviously matters. Um, what else? What else? What else? Is that one? So no, minimum 15 conversions was for target CPA. Yeah, that was for target CPA, and for enhanced CPC it is 30. Yeah. But and after that you specify these kind of things. Can you please repeat the difference between maximum CPC, maximize clicks and enhance CPC? Sure. So maximize clicks and enhance CPC. Here, maximize clicks is when you want clicks. Basically, the objective is click. You want more and more people to come to your website. So you don't, you just think that why not let it go to Google only. Which keyword they are bringing it from, I don't care. Out of my keywords, whichever keyword it gets traffic from is fine. I just want maximum traffic on my website. So then you go and say maximize clicks. Then Google will bid for you so that you get maximum clicks. Okay, you get maximum number of clicks coming to and landing on your website. So that is maximize clicks. In enhanced CPC, it's not the clicks, but you are essentially looking for conversions. Okay, so you're looking for conversions, and then you're telling Google that I am setting a CPC, but Google can go and increase that at any point in time. It will now look at, now this one, they will look at real time signals, and they will see that when I say real time signals, I mean all those location, time of the day, browser, all those things. And then it will see that whenever it, whichever auction. So this one search happened, Google sees that this one, if you really are visible and you get a click, then you can get a conversion right now here. So then when it assesses all that, it will go and increase your CPC in that particular auction, right? And in any such auctions. So that is enhanced CPC. So when the idea is to get conversion, here of course also you will get a click, then only you can get conversions. But the idea is that here they think that conversion can happen. So they can assess that. If a click happens and then also conversion may not happen, but sometimes click happening will bring a conversion. uh, not more than set CPC. In this one, it will increase, Chandan, it will increase the CPC. Okay, so your set CPC can be whatever. It enhanced CPC, the idea of enhanced CPC only is that Google can go and increase your CPC. Whenever it is possible, it will increase. Whenever it's not, then that time they won't increase it. Yes, Jyotsna, yes. So that is what the idea is, that you're keeping a check on your CPC a little bit there. Does auction happen every time someone searches? Yes. So every time a search happens, okay, one search happened, that means now Google will see who are the advertisers who are bidding right now. So one auction will take place there. And when you search, like you go and search, and what you see as results, in between an auction has happened, and the that fraction of a second an auction has happened, and what you see are the results of that auction only every time. Okay, and even if you go and refresh that page or search again on the same keyword, it will be another auction. Saptaparni. What is conversion? Conversion is, a sale. So what is that desired action you want consumers to take after they land on your website? Are you selling on your website? Then sale is a conversion. Do you have a form up there and you want people to write their name and phone number? Then if somebody does that, that's a conversion, right? Okay, I'll just explain this one again, Kunal Sapparni. So here I'm saying that ROAS, right? So here I'm saying that, if I'm specifying this as 400%, okay, I'm saying that I want my return on ad spend 400% return on the money I put in. So I'm saying that every 100 rupees I put in, I want 400 rupees of monetary value, monetary worth, revenue out of this, right? So I can specify that, just that, and then Google will be going and doing all the bidding for me, so that it will completely, so much dynamic calculation has to be done, at their end, the click, because you'll be paying by click only. So the click, the conversion value, everything. So all of that they will look at, really advanced bid strategy that way, and then they will try and get this return on ad spend, 400% return on ad spend for you. Now this also is not any number that you can just go and set. When you start, you have to also set this on the conversion, the ROAS that you are usually getting, and then possibly you can try and improve it, right? But it's not just about any number that I will put in here. Okay, cool. So see this one, ROAS we have seen. Maximize conversions is not for people who've got no past conversions. No, maximize conversions is essentially when you do not want to, bother about CPA and all, possibly because you have a form there, right? You don't have really a cost per acquisition online because the conversion happens offline and all that, and you're not generally not getting into the calculation, though you can. But or you just don't want to get into all these metrics, just get the maximum possible conversions, because the limitation of the budget is already there. Jyotsna. Okay, the budget limitation is already there, so you don't want to get into all of that, and you do not have any CPA value as such to calculate. So that's it. Cool. So these are all your bid strategies, right? And let me see once more here. So ROS we have seen, right? You will specify like this. Maximize conversions is just that. There's nothing else you will specify. Target CPA, you will specify a target CPA like this. So this is some amount that you will specify, right? And then you see something called a portfolio strategy, right? What is a portfolio strategy? Portfolio strategies are some account, at account level, you can go and save some strategies, right? At account level, you can go here, basically, you can go here and go to this shared library and go to this portfolio bid strategies, right? So what you can do here is that you can go and create and save some portfolio bid strategies. You can, while you are setting a bid strategy there, also you can go and you can choose to save it as a portfolio bid strategy. Then what will happen is, you once you've saved all of these here, you will be able to compare your bid strategies. So any bid strategy that you save here, you will be able to pick it up for your next campaign. I'll show it on the slides only. I'll show it on the slide. Yeah, this one. So here. So you go to shared library, portfolio bid strategies, and then you can save your bid strategies. So what happens is then you can pick up any strategy once you've saved it at the account level. Whenever you're creating, now this is not when you have just one campaign or two campaigns or even three four campaigns. It's when you have many campaigns running, right? You can, and you have campaigns running, like not just running right now, but in between also you start some campaigns for some time. Let's say a Diwali comes in, and then you go and create some specific campaigns for Diwali, and then you pause them, and then you run with your regular campaigns, and then something else comes in, you create. So you are creating campaigns on a continuous basis and all. So then you can save some bid strategies, so that you will see that which what one you will be able to pick it up from here only, and second you will not have to second you will be able to compare them, right? Which bid strategy across campaigns, you will be able to compare a bid strategy and see which kind of bid strategy is working for me. So three smart bidding strategies: target CPA, target ROS, and ECP. Smart, these are called as smart bid strategies because they all look at real time signals. Okay, so all of these, Google is going to look at real time, what is happening, where the search is happening from, and all that, right? So all the real time data it will look at and bid in real time. Maximize clicks, target search page location, target outranking share. So you can go and save all these, and then you can go and pick them up from there. So smart bidding, even maximize conversions, target CPA, maximize conversions, target ROS, enhance CPC. So see here, maximize conversion. Somebody wanted to know now. If you want to spend your entire budget instead of targeting a specific CPA to increase conversions, okay. So that is maximize conversions. Target CPA, we've seen this. 15 conversions in the last 30 days you need. Right. Any other question? Difference between target ROAS and maximize conversions. Okay. See, target ROAS is where you are saying that my return on ad spend should be so much. If I put in 100 rupees, I am getting 400 rupees out of it, right? While maximize conversions, you're not specifying how many conversions. Sorry, you're just specifying I want maximum number of conversions, but you're not, that maximum number of conversions need not be the have get you a particular value. So you're not specifying how much monetary value you will get out of it. So it might be it might be conversions that they total maximum number of conversions, but nowhere you're specifying that this much money should also come out of it. So if they are variable, they can be any number. Like variable, when I mean variable, I mean that some conversions may get you more money, some may get you less money. You're not specifying all that. Maximum conversion is even at the cost of exhausting my budget. All of them will can exhaust your budget. Yeah. So all of them can exhaust your, all of them, like I said, daily budget is always a separate setting. So daily budget is there for this campaign anyway, right? Any bid strategy you choose, your daily budget can get exhausted. So, but I'm just saying that on this one, that is, we just consider that that is always a restriction. So why bother? So that's the idea. And this is the relatively newest one on conversion one. This is the newest one they've added. This one they added, I think, last year sometime. Yeah. Okay, now see, this is what I wanted to show you, like this one. So suppose you fill all this up, and then you can also create a new portfolio strategy out of it. So next time you want to possibly choose this kind of bid strategy, you will just, on another campaign, you will just say use existing portfolio strategy, and then you can choose a bid strategy that you've earlier created, a portfolio bid strategy. So next time you won't have to fill all that up. So whatever works for you, you can just save it and use that later on. What happens if we opted for a specific CPA and we're getting a good CPC but no conversion? It will cost bring our CPAs down. we're bringing a good CPC, but no conversion. Well, so you will not just opt for a specific CPA. Okay, you will opt for it like you're running your CPC campaigns, and then your CPA is suppose coming out to 300 350 rupees, right? Your CPA is usually coming out to 350 rupees. So then I can possibly go and tell Google that my target CPA should be 300 rupees. Okay, so then I'm already getting conversions at that CPA. I'm already getting conversions. I'm consistently getting conversions already, and that is when you will choose that, and then you will choose that CPA also around that. Okay, so then that is how it will work. Chaitanya, got it? So you, yeah, so it's already stable that way. Cool. So that's about the bid strategy. Then we'll go on to keywords now. Oh, sorry, there is one activity here. Let's not skip it. So bid strategy. So there are some bid strategies like CPM. Okay, CPM, you guys know that cost per thousand impressions, right? But this is not about search. Okay, so we will see this. We'll meet it when we reach display network, right? Right now we don't even see it because on a search campaign this is not an option, right? So CPM, cost per thousand impressions, when we reach display network, when I on display network you will meet CPM as well as CPC. So there you will have both the options that time, when if you are still very keen on CPC on display network, sorry, I mean if you're still keen on clicks on display network, why you are on display network is still clicks, then you will choose a CPC way. But the most, the you a very popular way where you, why you are on display network, if you are there for brand awareness and visibility kind of things, then you go by cost per thousand impressions there, right? And that is more cost effective in that way and gives you more sort of inventory also, more places to show your ad, right? CPA, cost per acquisition. CPV, cost per view, but this one, it's about video. So when I explain to you display network next week, then I'll also explain to you video metrics, right? So let's not get confused. So we'll stick mostly to um, search right now. VCPM, I'll explain to you, Jyotsna, next time. Okay, so display network, when we reach, I'll just explain to you then. So, how do you know which bid strategy is best for you? Ask yourself what you want the user to do after they have seen your ad, right? So that is the idea. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to just, just know more about your brand, just know about your brand, just click through your website, or join your loyalty program, or purchase something, right? What is that exactly is it that you're looking for? So based on what is your goal, you can choose a bid strategy, right? CPV one we'll see later, and even CPM we'll see later. But rest, this is all about search. And even this one, this is display network. Okay, now you've just started a new business. Now this is the question across search and display network, right? You have just started a new business. You're excited to spread the word. With what bid strategy would you opt for when you're creating an AdWords campaign? What will you do? You will choose CPM, right? Because you've just started a new business, you want to get visibility, right? You want to get visibility, and uh, that time you want to build that brand awareness for you, not just like, when people are searching for certain keywords, they don't know you, right? So you want to build that brand awareness, so then what you do, you'll go and create a display network campaign, create really engaging image ads, video ads, all of that, and then you can, on your image ads and all, you can run by CPM. So that's what will work for you. Then this one, can you guys tell me this one? You've decided to set up an e-commerce portal to market some trendy products, right, that are in vogue at the moment. Now your business is already well known, right? So you do not need any brand awareness as such. You just want to market those products. Now what bid strategy will you opt for? Correct, conversion based bid strategy, CPA, conversion. ROS, so abhi we've just started, we just started our AdWords account. Conversion, yeah, some conversion based bid strategies, but before that, You will start with some click based ones, right? You will start with a, let's say, a manual CPC and all, and then you will move on to conversion based bid strategy. Will that, is that good? Start with CPC and move to conversions. Okay, perfect. Yes, I think there is a confusion here somewhere. Yes, that question. CPM is not for search. Yes, Jyotsna, CPM is not for search. Okay, CPM is only for display network. This like I said, this question is across the AdWords account. So if you have a business, you want to build visibility, and you come to AdWords, then you can create a display network campaign for this objective. Like someone opens a new e-commerce startup and wants to sell products as well as exposure, which bidding strategy is good? What do you mean by exposure? You mean visibility? You want to create a lot of uh, visibility and brand awareness for you as well? Yeah, so what you can do is you can also run a display network campaign simultaneously, right? So you run a display network campaign, build that branding and all that there, and here you can be present on search, right? Later on display network also, you can try to get traffic, more conversions and all that, but remarketing and all, which we'll discuss next time, but not at that point. When you've just started out, what you can do is you build your branding through display network and through search get people. So yes, CPM on display network, and on search, of course, CPC. Okay, Chandan? Yeah. Is it possible to opt for both CPC and conversion bid based? No, Siddharth. You can only have one bid strategy for one campaign at one time, right? You may have different campaigns running on different bid strategies, but same campaign can't have two strategies. Okay, but again, on this, you will not have a, like a identical campaign running on a different bid strategy. That's not how we work. So maybe there's a different kind of something that you've already marketed, something that you've already you've reached some at this point, you've already done that, you've done the CPC, you've got enough conversions, then you can move one campaign towards conversion while something else is running on CPC. That is possible in an account. So no point, no two, we choose two different kinds of campaigns. Yes, yes, exactly. Can we run two simultaneous ads bidding on the same keyword with different bids? No. Simultaneous ads. What do you mean simultaneously? So you mean that on Google, my ad should have two appearances on the same page? No, you cannot. So from one account, they will pick up only one ad. No, you can use only one bid strategy for a campaign, Amit, and you can switch if you think that this is not working for you. You can, or you want to try out the other one as well and see if that works better, then you can switch. But you can't use two different at the same time. All right. Okay. So anything else? Anybody else has any question on bid strategies? So we'll go to keywords now. Now, very very important part, right? Where keywords are, so far you must have understood that keywords are the crux of the search campaign, because it's on keywords only that we are completely deciding where my ad will appear, uh, and on keywords only we are deciding that what will be the ads, what will the ad say, then which will be the landing page. So it's, the whole of it is actually starting from here. So the crux are keywords. Now that means, one second. Okay, so these are your words or phrases that describe your product or service, and that this is through how you decide where my ad will show up. So the third line here, a great keyword list, if you create it, it will imply a better performance, lower cost, right? You should try and research and find good keywords. Now, how do we go about doing that? So you can always figure out at your end. Some things that you can do at your end are like, you do not use some very technical keywords, like I have a business and I say that I describe my products with these technical terms, but the user who is coming to search will not use those technical terms. They will just simply use simpler terms. So I need to use those simpler terms. What the user will type, I should think about that and all of that, right? Plus, at the same time, I have to know that all this I can think, but at the same time I need to know that how is what is happening on Google. Now, that no matter how much I research at my end, within my company, I try and find out from my employees how they are going, how they are finding the keywords, how they type. I will not know what is happening on Google, right? So that, see, this tool called keyword planner, right? Within planning, I go to keyword planner, and this tool will help me find all these keywords. So I will say continue. I reach here. Now, on keyword planner, this keyword planner is the tool that last time we parked all these things. It will help us know. So it will help us know how much to bid. Okay. It will help us know how much to bid. It will tell us that if I put in so much budget, what will be the estimate on that, how many clicks can I expect, and it will help me know that if this is my theme, then what keywords can I bid on, right? Keywords along with the bid and along with the budget. So it really will help me a lot that way. Let's go to this keyword planner and find out. Yes, Ashish, I'll be speaking towards it when we reach the optimization bit, okay, at the end. That's also part of the plan today. So here, now, there are there is, as of now on this, what they have done is they are moving this keyword planner on this interface. So this keyword planner is not complete, right? So this is an early release of the new keyword planner experience, right? So some features are not available yet, and there is a previous keyword planner which we have been using so far, right? So I'll take you through that one first, and then we will see the new keyword planner also, what they're doing on the new one. So eventually, nobody's asked me, but eventually, what will happen is they will phase out this keyword planner, right? And they will move, once they have moved all the features here. So once they have moved all these features here, then you will be using this one only, right? But right now, there are some things that are not available here, and that's why I'm taking you through this one as well. Okay, this older one is taking a lot of time now. I'm not sure. So we'll start with this. Let that open. So we'll start with this one. So this says that find new keywords, right? So now, if you have a business, right, you have a business, what you need to do is you just need to enter a few words or a URL related to your business, and then this will go and throw ideas at you, right? So suppose I have a business that is about flights, right? I am an airline and I want to advertise on selling flights. So what will I do? I will go and enter a few keywords that I can think of. I will say that book flights, right? So we'll just go with this. One second, guys. Let me see what's wrong with this. Okay, since this is taking so much time to open up, what you can do is, I'm just sharing a video in the meanwhile. You guys can go and watch this video. This is about keyword planning. Okay, so this video is about keyword planning, and you can watch this and you will understand that how why is this, this process, why is it very, very important to research these keywords well. Okay, one moment. So just watch this video. Let me know when you're done. Done. Okay, let's just wait for everybody. Cool. All right, so we'll start then, because what's happening is this previous keyword planner is also taking me to the new version only now. So I've tried, but it's also going to the same version. So then possibly we have only this version right now to showcase. Right, let's see if it goes to the previous version. If it doesn't go at all, then possibly they might also anyway want to move. So what I'm doing is I'm saying three keywords I'm typing, just three keywords, right? You can enter now. Earlier we could type more, but right now with the new interface they're saying that you could type just three keywords, and then you can say get started, right? If you want to, if you already have the list of keywords ready with you, right? So then you can instead come to this part and say, type out all your keywords together or copy paste all your keywords and just get forecasts. But right now we just, we're just starting out. So we will just enter these keywords and say let's find new keywords, right? So we'll first say find new keywords, and then we will oh, they've changed it a little bit. So then we will go and get estimates also right here. So this, by the way, they keep changing, like on a every few days things are changing here right now. Cheap flights, or let's say return flights, and they are allowing me to write more here. So earlier they used to tell that we could only type three keywords, but now apparently we can type more. So fine, I'll just close all this. It's useless. Sorry about this, guys. I mean, they have a lot of I think they bring about, they're changing these things a lot, and that's the reason. The interface kind of, I've faced this over the last few weeks. The interface does become like this. Okay, see, now I just said search, I typed out those three keywords. You could write more, right? You could write more, and I got, now they are giving me all these different keyword ideas, right? So they are giving me all these keyword ideas. So they are saying that um, these are the keywords, all that is all. Okay, so these keywords, they have told me this can be your CPC, right? Clicks, impressions, cost, CTR. So see, this entire plan they make, and they come out with an average CPC as well. And they're saying that you can get so many clicks for so much money, right? That is like a huge money, and which we cannot, obviously, we'll ought to accordingly change it and figure out. And then this is my max CPC, right? So they're saying that for these keywords you can get so many clicks, impressions, for if you put in so much money, this is the average CPC and all that it will come out to be. Okay, let me just go back to keyword ideas. Right now, see, now here is where they're suggesting me some more keywords, because I had just put in those three keywords, but they're saying that you can get, flight booking, cheap tickets, airline tickets, flight tickets, cheap airline tickets, plane tickets. So see, so they're suggesting me a whole list of keywords now, right? With average monthly searches, right? With average monthly searches, what is the kind of monthly searches? So that's a range, but you still know that a keyword that has average monthly searches, 10K to 100K, 1K to 10K, right? So you know that this one has more searches than this one, right? So while it's a range, you know that this is more popular, right? So that's the average monthly searches. Competition high or medium, right? So competition in terms of advertising. Okay, so in terms of advertising, what is happening? Are more advertisers there, or medium competition is there, or all that they're saying, and then they are now telling you a low range and a high range within which you can bid. Okay, so a low range and a high range within which you can bid. And that's it. An account status: if any keyword is there in your account, then they will tell you that this keyword is there in your account. So what you can do now is you can pick up keywords from this. First of all, there is always a download option, right? So you can download this keyword list, download the keyword ideas, right? So you can always download this entire list, because it might be a little difficult to really navigate and check those so many keywords here. So you can download this keyword list. Next time you can go to the second part here where it said get forecast, right? And just paste those keywords and get the plan. Or you can alternatively, you can choose whichever keywords you want out of this and say like this. So you can add them to the plan. So you can add cheap flights. So see, now here, that's the problem with this one, that they are not creating ad groups for you. They're not suggesting you whole ad groups, right? So the earlier plan actually suggested entire ad groups, which made things much easier, because it could tell me that make this keyword, make this ad group, and all these related keywords it would put under it. So here right now they have not moved that option. So I have to myself really see that which are the ad groups I can make and all that. So probably I can have all flight flight tickets, right? Flights, airline tickets, cheap tickets. Actually, I would make them all different ad groups, right? Flight tickets, plane tickets. I would ideally make them all different ad groups. So let's see if any ones are related. So like this you can add. So let's say airline tickets, cheap airline tickets, right? I can add them to an ad group like this. So you can choose all the airline tickets related ones. You can ideally you download it on your sheet, and move things around in the Excel, see which ones go together, create the ad groups, right? Airfare, air ticket, let's say cheap air ticket, right? Like this, and I can add it to one ad group, and I can say create ad group airline tickets, right? And say create, or air tickets, that's my ad group. So like this you can add it to the plan, right? Similarly, you can add all your airfare ones. So cheap airfare, right? All your airfare related ones you can add to one plan, to one ad group. Airfares, right? Like this. um, right, like this you can go and add, and go and say add it to another ad group, right? So another ad group, and you can make it airfares this time. Okay, so you say this, and then you go and add them. So like this you go and add these keywords to airfares and all such related keywords. This one might seem right now a bit very difficult task to really scroll down and find the related keyword. That's the way. So if you create ad groups on your own, ideally you should download it in an Excel sheet. You can sort the keywords, you pick, copy paste uh, the related keywords together, create the ad groups then, and then you can go and create, add all these here, and go and get the plan overview, right? So then you can get the plan overview, where they will show you everything, how many, for all these keywords, what is the maximum, what is the CPC they suggest, and what is the result that you can expect on it. Okay, but it's very very sluggish right now for some reason. See, this is how they are saying. So as of now, I've added as many keywords I could add right now, and they're saying that this is the cost, click, impressions, all that they're telling you. The devices wise, everything. Although I don't know if the okay, but anyway. So locations, where you can expect, where you get cost wise, where you can spend more, where you clicks, impressions. So everywhere you can sort and you can see, cost wise, clicks wise, impression wise, everywhere you can see all of that. So that's how you can go and plan things out. Yeah, Deepti, I'll try and do that also. Actually, no, till last week or so, I could open both at the same time, that I know, but they continuously change it. So, yeah. And then you can download this plan, save to account. By the way, any keywords you add, right? Any keywords you add, and then you want to save it to the account, to a campaign that you've already created, right? So you can just simply now it's just create a new campaign. Okay, so they're not giving me any more option to save it to an existing campaign. So you can just create a new campaign right from here and then put in a daily budget, right? And then you can go and save it, right? So see, this is how you can plan it here completely, and then you can save it on the account, right? So that's another way. And then of course you can go and see the campaign settings and all that later on. So let me see, is this clear, this one clear? So I'll try and see if the previous version opens up. I'll close this and I'll see if previous version opens up. If not, then this is what we have right now, right? All they are allowing me is to change this maximum CPC. So if I change this maximum CPC and I say that I change it and I say that I'll make it lower, but it doesn't make sense because every CPC is anyway coming out much lower, so it's fine. Okay, so I'll close this. I'll try and see if the previous planner does open up. It could have given you a very good idea of all the ad groups. Is anybody trying at their end? Is anyone trying at your end also to try and open it? And could anybody open it? Because last week or so, what happened was I tried opening it, it went to the new one, and then again I tried, and then it opened the previous one. But apparently they've changed it now. So let's see. Okay, so basically this is what you can use to get an idea on what your CPC estimates will be, and if you spend so much money, then how many clicks you can get. So right now on the new planner, I don't see that I can change that money. It was showing me money in millions, that if I spend so much money, then I can get so many clicks on that plan. What you can do is at your end, then in that case, in an Excel, you can do that. Okay, so if this much money is giving so many clicks, right? So if I was spending, like, let's say 2000 rupees or 3000 rupees, then what are the corresponding number of clicks that I can expect, right? So your plan should be that if I spend so much money, right, if I spend so much money, then how many clicks can I expect. Perfect. So now this is opening up. I'll just show you this one as well. See here, this one is complete, right? So here, if I enter new keywords, so this is the first part where I can just say these are my keywords, right? So sorry, this is the first part where I can find new keywords, and this is the second part where if I have a list of keywords, then I can just simply come here, copy and paste my keyword, and just get the estimates, right? Now if you start here also, anyway you get the estimates. So this first part automatically also leads you into the second part. So I'm going here, and now let's see. Okay, this will give you a better view. Book flights, cheap flights. What else can we write? Return flights, right? Flight booking, flight prices, flight deals, all that I'll write. Flight deals, flight prices, discount, flight fares. Okay, flight fare, airfare, right? So and then that's that. Yeah, flight availability. Okay, avail flight availability, and that's it. So now we'll say, now this asks me for my landing page. Now that is optional. So if you want to get ideas from your website rather, then you don't have to even enter the keywords. You can just mention your comment, and you can try this out at your end. Try this out, just mention your website, okay, and then get ideas. So they will then in that case pick up ideas from your website, particularly for very niche businesses. It will really help. So you can, if you're a very niche business, you can just mention your website, not even enter the keywords, and let it pick up ideas from your website, which it will do, and it will really create even ad groups and all that, and it will tell you. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm entering all these keywords, I'm leaving these things blank. Okay, and then I'm saying targeting is India. This is very important, right? My targeting, I have to choose the location, because the results will really differ. How what is being searched for in one location is different obviously from another location. So this is very important. It's showing me average monthly searches for last 12 months. Get ideas. Okay, the new keyword planner, by the way, also if you click there on forecast, the new one, if you click there on forecast, it tells you forecast for next month, next 3 months. Okay, all that. Anyway, so now here I am so now see, these are the keywords that we put in, and it says average monthly searches, competition, what is the suggested bid, right? Suggested bid, one number they give you here. And then I scroll down, and then you see all these keyword list, right? This about, how many are there? About 400 keywords they're suggesting right now. Some might be already in my account also, maybe that's why. Otherwise you might get even more, right? So 400 keywords they're suggesting me that you can go and add. So average monthly searches with competition with suggested bid. If I want to add anything to the plan, I will simply click on this double arrow right here, right? If so here I can come in. When you use keyword planner is when either you are completely planning, you don't know how to start, where to start, so let's find the entire list of keywords. That is one point. And then you started the campaign, you're running the campaign, but even then you need more keywords, right? So as new keywords come in, or you think that let me try if there's something that I've missed, right? So you should come in here in between also, not just once you've created it and just let it rest. Especially for an ongoing campaign, if your campaigns are ongoing, let's say they keep running, you don't pause them, you just keep running. And that happens with lots of established brands. We have ongoing campaigns, right? So in that case, in between also you need to come in here and see what else can be added, right? So then you can just simply select some keywords from here, click on this double arrow like this, click on this double arrow, take them to the right hand side like this, and then you can simply add those keywords, right? So you've added them here to the right hand side, and then you can simply add it to your account, these keywords. Or else you can download this entire sheet, right? You can download this entire sheet, because these will be 400 keywords. If you keep scrolling, you will have to go to many pages and all that. The another very very important thing here, very very well done, is this ad group ideas. So if I click on the ad group ideas, see what happens. Okay, now it is going to suggest me complete ad groups, which the new one is definitely not doing right now. So it's saying that nothing. I was on keyword ideas tab, Harpreet. This tab, see, I was on the keyword ideas tab where it was giving me individual keywords. Okay, so I could either download those keywords, or I could, I could just add a few to the right hand side like this. See, I added two keywords to the right hand side from there. Right, two keywords I could add, and then if I want, I could just add. Suppose I've added 5-10 keywords that I don't right now have, and then I can just click on save to account, and I could add it to an existing campaign also. So I can find which campaign I want to add it to, and then I search for that campaign, and I go and add these keywords to that campaign, right? So that is what I can do with individual keywords. Or I can download the complete list, of course, and then sort them out at my end. So maybe I find 500 keywords here, finally I come back with 200 keywords, right? So all that I can do. Now here I'm going to the ad group ideas tab. So look at what ad group ideas tab gives you. It gives you complete ad groups. Now it is telling me, why not create an ad group called air ticket, which is so helpful, right? If I were to do it myself, I would have to do definitely some work on this. So it's creating me an ad group called air tickets, and it's saying that why don't you have these 23 uh, all air tickets related words, keywords within it. See, all air tickets related there. I can also click on this, go to the next level, and see all the keywords that they have put in within this ad group. Right, so see, these are all the keywords within this ad group, all 23 keywords with their own average monthly searches, competition, suggested bid, and all that I can see here. So I'll go back right now. Right, so these, like this, you can see, or you can always go back to all the ad group, all these ad group list here. So cheap tickets is one. Right now, again, I will not use these ones, like where air is not mentioned. I will not use. Tickets can be, plane, train, anything, bus tickets. So I will not use very generic ones, but I will sort things out at my end also. Just because AdWords is suggesting you something, you will not just pick it up like that. You will check each and every keyword that you are bidding on, right? That should pass your own scanner, and then only you will bid on it. So cheap airline is one, airfare is one, saying 10 keywords all related to airfares, right? Book flights is one. So like this, and this is really really helpful. So I can simply go and choose which ones I need. So let's say I go and say air tickets is one ad group. Now I'm assuming here that I've checked each and every keyword. Okay, so which I cannot obviously for the purpose of this class, but I will be checking each and every keyword and then only I'll be adding it. Okay, airfare, book flights. Book flights is what I want. Book flights, online flight, what else? We can take up flight deals, done, right? So like this, so you can choose as many, as many things are applicable to you. Important point is that they should all be in line with your business, not just because Google is suggesting you. It should be relevant to your business. And then the other question that nobody's asked is, should I choose high competition, low competition, what should I do? So here the idea is that it's not that, if something is has high competition, I will not pick it up. It's not like that. You will still bid on something that's high on competition, because if it is very very core to my business, right? Let's say book flights. Now it may be high in competition, but I still want to be present on book flights, right? So that way, you cannot just ignore that. I'll not take up things that have high competition. But of course, you saw that video and all also. So if you can find something that is low on competition, where your competitors are not, and if it goes on and gives you good results, right? You getting my point? So if it gives you good results in terms of clicks, conversions, and all that, then that's great, right? Then that's great. But even if it is high competition, you will go and choose it. If later on, if you think that the prices are going very high for some, the CPCs are very high, and it's not giving me enough results, then you can pause some of those keywords, right? Then you can pause those keywords also later on. But right now, it's not that I will not choose anything that has high competition. Is that clear? So now I have chosen all this flight tickets. Okay, some extra ones have also come in. I don't know, flight tickets, fare, I don't know what is fare. Airfare I had taken already. Okay, so now ideally, how much time should you give to analyze the result of your keywords on your business? So keyword results can come in, on every day it is coming in. So as long as your bid strategy and bid strategy is, let's say, starting with manual CPC and all, so it's fine. So then you will know even in 2-3 days time. Deepti. So it's not like bid strategy where you'll know in more time, but here you will know every day you're knowing, because every day so many auctions are happening, so many impressions are there. So every day you can know that how is it working for you. Okay, so now I've added all these and I will say review plan. So when I go to review plan, what else? Any other questions on this? So see here, now here I will enter a daily budget that I wish to enter, not like those millions one and all. I will enter a daily budget, I will enter a bid amount, and let's see the what it comes back with as a plan. So suppose I am entering 5,000 rupees as a daily budget, which again may not be enough for these kind of keywords, right? Will not be enough for these kind of keywords, and that's what this graph will also tell you, that this is not enough. So which is okay. Though here when you are deciding how much money to put in, right, it's 5,000, it's not taken up. So here when you're deciding how much money to put in, you will enter this money and you will see how many clicks can I expect on that money, right? So and then you will see that, okay, so if I'm putting in 5,000, it's showing me that you get so many clicks. If I go and double up that money, it will possibly show me double number of clicks, right? Why? Because there is so much scope to spend. See this. So if I scroll down on 5,000 rupees, it is telling me that you can get so many clicks, right? So you can expect so many clicks. If I go and double that money, it will possibly show me even more, right? It will possibly show me even more. But somewhere I have to decide that I will, I will spend so much money. I will spend so much money, and I'm okay with as many clicks that it gives me, right? So I'm okay with these many clicks. I will spend so much money and I'm okay with these many clicks on that. So that is the idea of planning, where you will say that I will spend so much money for an estimated so many clicks. But these are all estimates, right? These are all estimates only, and they're not going to be the final results, right? Because this is also based on the history, right? This is also based on the history. That's why it's not going to give you the final results right now. And plus we are bidding, we are not buying, so there's no one fixed number. Your usually your CPCs will go higher, uh, your clicks may become a slight somewhat lower than what they suggest you. But you can use this keyword planner, you can use the forecast. Actually, going forward you will see, like, things are changing here. So going forward you will see more on the new keyword planner, right? So there possibly, I think, if this ad group feature comes in, rest I find is all good. But if this ad group feature is not there, which is one really limiting factor, so once this one also comes in, you can definitely use that one, where they are also giving you some next month's forecast, right? Which is, this one is all about history. So that one's giving you next month's forecast or next quarter forecast, which is also good, right? So that's it. Anything else, guys, here? Okay. So that's your keyword planner, right? Or a list of keywords, ad groups with suggested bids everywhere. You can base your bids completely on the suggestions here, right? That find keywords where you saw all these suggested bids, right? So you based your bid based on these. If you're on keyword ideas tab also, every keyword has its own bid level. You will see that they really, really differ. So some keywords may require lower bids, some keywords may require higher bids, and you have to base your bid accordingly. See, this one word keyword, airlines, has a lower bid. Possibly why? Because one word keyword is not what usually works. Okay, so that's one another kind of pointer, that important point, that's where one word keywords are not as helpful as 2 3 word keywords, because they make things more precise. If I say airlines, it doesn't make any, it's not as meaningful as saying cheap airlines or cheap airline tickets, right? So then I know that if somebody's typing something like this, they are my customers, rather than somebody just typing airlines, right? So you don't usually get into one word keywords. So look at cheap, so AdWords can suggest you just some suggestions, but you'll not just, just download this entire list and, start bidding on all of them. You have to check each and every keyword here. Cool. So you can keep going and it will show you all the 330 keywords. Cool. So that's about the planning aspect, right? That's about the planning aspect. keyword planner, how you will do the keyword research, and then we have to discuss the keyword match type. Do you want guys to take a break right now? We can use the lit. Sorry, what is this? Oh, you mean the keyword planner for SEO? Yes, definitely you can use. You definitely can use, and people do use it. So yes, sure. So let's take a break. Let's come back at 11:55. All right. So then we'll discuss the rest of it. There's more to do with keywords first, and then we will move on to the landing page and all that. Cool, guys. Thanks. I'll see you at 11:55. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Is it good now? Thanks. Yes, yes. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I was saying that I have just opened this campaign that we created last time, right? The campaign that we created last time, and your ad groups, right? So these were my ad groups: women shoes, men shoes. And then when I go to keyword level, right, I click on any ad group and I go to keyword level. So all my keywords are here now. So all my keywords are here, and I can go and pause any keyword at any time, enable it back. I can change the CPC bids. I can click on this, change the CPC bids at any time. Now the next part, so we've seen this, how you can add keywords where you see CPC bids and all. So now one more part where how do we there is somebody, when somebody goes on Google and types, so that is known as search term, right? What I have here in my account, these are keywords. Now how do they match, right? We've not thought about, given a thought to this so far, right? So does somebody have to exactly type buy women's shoes, or can somebody type shoes buy women's shoes, or, let's say buy women's shoes buy, so what will happen in that case, right? So that is defined by something called match type. All right, that's defined by something called as match type. Match type is the characteristic that you give to your keyword. So if you just enter your keyword like this, women's hats, right? If you just have it like this becomes by default a broad match keyword, which means that if somebody comes in and types this word in any other order, or even types more words, even before it, between, after, anywhere, if they type in more words, or they type these words in any order, or even if they use some synonyms for these words, instead of women's hats they might type ladies hats, right? So even then they can, in all these variations that we just understood, in all those cases they may still see my ad. Okay, that means it will show my ad for all these different variations. What does this mean? Does this mean that I get a lot of traffic from a keyword like this, or less traffic from a keyword like this? So if all these variations match, yes, correct. So if all these variations match, obviously I'll be getting more traffic from keyword like this, because people may type it in many different ways and they will still see my ad. Now that is great, right? That's a good, okay, way to begin with also. So it's a default. I have not used any punctuations. Default is broad match. Audio should be fine. Is it fine for everybody else? Razia says can't hear you. Is it okay for everybody else? Audio is fine now. Razia, please check at your end. You can follow the same process. Just log out, log in again. Okay, so that's usually that should work. Yes, sure, I can repeat. I'm saying that I have entered any keyword that I use, right? If I just write it like this, it becomes by default a broad match type of keyword. Broad match type of keyword means that it will get traffic, it will show ads for when people type it in several ways. So if somebody comes in and types the keyword, types these words in a different order, or even if they type some synonyms for it, or if they add some more words, right, and type, so for all those variations my ad will show. So low carb diet plan, my keyword is this, my ad can show for all these variations, right? So my keywords can show for all these, my ads can show for all these variations. When this is the search term, right, these are the search terms what people are typing, and this is the keyword, these will match, right? Which means a lot of variations are now still showing my ad. Clear, Harpreet? And somebody else also asked me to repeat, right? Is this clear now? Razia, are you back? So then that means a lot of traffic, sometimes very Sometimes it's usually great, right? But some irrelevant traffic can come in because of all these variations, right? People may type something which has a completely different meaning, and you're still getting traffic. Why? Because people will see your ad and people click, right? People click usually, so people will see your ad, people click. So you will your ad, you will be spending money on that, but that will be irrelevant traffic. They will not, either they will click one, it might be that they do not click enough of, many of them do not click, the CTR itself is low, or even if they click through, these may not convert for you. If conversion is your goal, they may not convert, because when they come in, they see that it's not what they were looking for, right? So in that case, you need to change some keywords, and you may want to make restrict them a little bit. So if you want to restrict them a little bit, what are the options that I have? So if I put a plus sign against any word, it will mean that I've changed the match type to broad match modifier, and I am saying now that any synonym can't be used for this word. This word should be there as is when somebody types it. Okay, so I'm saying plus women's plus hats. That means people have to type this word only. It can't be ladies, or it can't become caps now, right? Uh, in every other way, it is working like broad match. So a change of order is okay. An additional word has come in, that is also okay, right? But now helmet can't be, if at all it was getting picked. Helmet we're just assuming that helmet may have been picked up as a synonym, so now it won't be picked up. Great. So now it won't be picked up, so helmet won't be picked up. You can just make it broad match modifier, so a synonym won't be picked up. So which means for a synonym your ad won't show, it has to be the same word, right? Like this. So that is your broad match modifier, one way. What else? Another great way to go about is phrase match, where you put these words in quotes, right? You put them in quotes, they become phrase match now. That means you are making it a little more precise. um, where you're making it precise, where you're saying that whenever these words appear together, right, make these words appear together, that is when they are relevant, right? Make these words appear together, because if so tennis shoes, if when people break these words and put in a lot in between, then the meaning changes. So I am making it more precise by saying that these words should be together in the search term. Rest, people can type in something after or before this phrase, that is fine, right? So then I'm saying tennis shoes, right? Red leather tennis shoes. See, even everywhere the phrase is together. You see, this phrase is together, this phrase is together, this phrase is not together now, right? So it's shoes for tennis, or tennis sneakers, laces, it's completely something else. So this phrase has to be as is. Now, then your ad will show. This will also get you very good traffic and very relevant traffic as well. So it's a good match, very good match type to use, where you have high traffic and still relevant traffic, right? And yeah, so that's the way you can use, make it more meaningful like this. Um, Broad match, Razia, I said that, when I'm typing a keyword without any punctuations like this, then it attracts ads. So then it may show ads for a lot of variations. If people type these words in any other order, they add more words here. They add more words somewhere. So even then my ads show, right? So for all different kinds of variations, my ads show. Even for synonyms, my ads show, which is great, but not always. Guys, I think I had mentioned this last time. If I have not, I'll just mention it again. The presentation is there on your LMS. Okay, so don't worry about the presentation. The presentation will be there on your LMS for every module, for every session also. And you can just go to the week 2 and go to content part. You will get the presentation. The recording will also be available to you. So all that will be there. Okay, don't worry about all those things. Yeah. Okay, so this is done. Phrase match is done. Now there is finally one more point here, that see this tennis. You see this tennis. There's just single N. So why is my ad showing for this? Because everywhere, everywhere, even here or here, everywhere, what Google does is it takes care of misspellings, right? Misspellings or singular plural. Don't have to worry about that. So if I'm bidding on tennis shoes today, I don't have to separately bid for tennis shoe, right? So singular, plural, or misspellings, they are being taken care of. So any system detected misspellings, I mean. So even on those, your ads can show. That is what I mean. Now, shoes for men, exact match. Now, exact match is the one that will get you least traffic, right? Least traffic. If I say put in something as shoes for men, my ads will show for this or very very close variation of this, which means shoes for men, shoes men, men shoes, shoes for a man, right? And it is not showing for all these, even buy, right? Buy is also an additional word. It's not a, so it's not the closest variation, right? So in that case, would I, if I'm selling shoes, would I like to keep this as exact match? Yeah, possibly not, right? Because then I'm even, diverting. I'm not getting to see show my ads even for these searches, which can be very very relevant, right? So you really have to see, where it is required. There you can go and change your match type. You can use somewhere, sometimes you can use exact match wherever it is really required. Phrase broad match modifier will mostly work for limiting things a little bit and still getting a lot of traffic, right? Negative match is the final one. See here. Exact match you can use when, where it says that, where you think that anything else is completely, anything else is going to change the meaning. My keywords are very niche. Anything else is going to change the meaning. Or maybe, I am on a very very limited budget and I just want to not go anywhere, else. Just if this is there, then it's fine. Otherwise, no, I don't want to show my ad. If you want to go like that, then, exact match is something that you can use. It will narrow the ad's potential audience the most, right? Which is a benefit, as well as, maybe not a benefit if you use it for keywords like these, right? So you use it for keywords that, for, or maybe you can use it for some keywords which, exactly, if that is there, then that's fine. Otherwise you wouldn't want to get into those keywords, right? Can we use combination of match types for different keywords for a single ad? Yeah, of course. So like in your, um, yeah, that I'll just show you in the account, Sonali. I'll just show it. So I'll just go through negative match and I'll show you after that. So negative match is one final one where you will go and say that now this one is the one that you're ones that these are the ones that you're not bidding on. These are just simply words on which you don't want your ad to show. Okay, so there can be words on which you don't want your ad to show, possibly because, something like, see this example where you are selling eyeglasses and you don't want your ads to appear for wine glasses, right? So then what you can do is you can go and place this as negative. Place wine, maybe wine as negative, right? Or let's say you are selling movie tickets, right? And you say selling movie tickets and you want to, in that case you would want to keep some negative keywords like download, streaming, YouTube, right? So when people are typing these words in addition as well, so you may want to put that as negative, right? Yes, to eliminate irrelevant traffic. Yes, yes. So completely irrelevant traffic is being eliminated everywhere, but negative in particular is about some words on which you don't want your ad to show. Why? Because either those words can be, let's say, let me give you one more example. I am in Indigo, I sell flights, I'm Indigo, and I somebody types Indigo color combination, right? And my ad shows. So maybe I can, color, I can keep color as a negative. So that can be another example, something that's like your name but it's not you, something that your industry is selling but you are not selling, right? So all of that, here, negative broad match. Now this is just one additional bit where we are saying that, you can also, in case you want to get into that, you can, if your negative word is negative keyword is not just one word but it's rather a phrase, in that case you can even make it combine it with other match types, right? So if you say running shoes like this, so if you say running shoes like this, then it is going to work as negative broad match, right? So it is going to work as negative broad match, which means that your ad won't show for this. For shoes running also your ad won't show, right? Because it's broad match now. So in any other order also, if people type, then also it is negative, right? Same thing. Now just think about it in another way. So running shoes, if it becomes broad, then it becomes broad match. Shoes running, also your ad won't show. If you use that as a phrase match, which means wherever this is like a phrase in the search term, so if somebody types like this, somebody types like this, your ad won't show, right? If it is an exact match negative keyword, then you are saying that when somebody types this, my ad should not show, right? So if you you can, get into all this, or you can just simply keep it standard, broad, or phrase, that is also okay. So that's your negative match, for which your ads won't show, because those words can be alike your product or presence. Yes, because those words can. So suppose I'm selling shoes only, right? And I'm not selling tennis shoes in particular, in this example only, let's say. So, and I'm selling all types of shoes, but tennis shoes I'm not selling. So I don't want my ad to show whenever tennis word is there. So it can be something that's very closely related also, and maybe my competitors are selling it, but I am not selling. So then why should my ad appear on that? Because people will click and they'll come in, unnecessarily I'll be paying. Okay, or something that's totally something else, like I told you, like movie tickets and download. If somebody is looking for downloading, streaming, then they will not come in and buy my movie tickets usually. So you can go and add these negative keywords. Perfect, Harpreet. So you can go and add these negative keywords at account level as well. So at account level, like, remember how we added bid strategies, portfolio bid strategies? You can go there and you can add negative keywords as well there. So if you go and add at account level, every time you create a campaign, you can pick up from there. See this shared library, negative keyword list. If you want, you can go and add it there. So next time, whenever you create a campaign, you can pick it. So now I'm going back to this campaign. See how these look in the account. So if I have to add any keywords, right? If I have to add any keywords here now, I will say plus keywords, right? And then I can either add with those punctuations. Let's see what are some ideas here. So let's say we choose, we'll just take from here only women's high heels, casual shoes. Okay, so suppose, right? So if I have to make this as exact match, I will place this plus sign like this, right? So the same ad group will be having a lot of keywords. Every keyword, at every keyword level, you can decide what will be the match type. I can make it like this, right? Or I can leave it, it becomes broad match, right? Or let me add this also as phrase match. So that's it. Or exact match. Let me just add it as exact match, right? So this becomes exact match. So either I add them like this, or you can always add them just the default way, and then you can change the match type later as well, right? So they now, where have they come in? They are at the top here. So see, these are the keywords now, like this. Now if I want to change the match type of any keyword, I think that I have written this like this, but maybe if I change it to phrase match, it will work better. I can just click on this and I can change it to phrase match, right? So I'll say save. This will make it more precise and make it phrase match. Or if I have to do this for multiple keywords, right, then I can simply check this option, check this box, and I can go to edit and I can change the match type, right? So I can say change match types and change it to a particular match type, right? Let's say this is a broad match, so I'm changing all of them to phrase match and say apply, right? So I can do that as well. So like this. So can you explain the symbols? It's just that when you use here, it's there in your PPT also. So I'll just go to this summary sheet. See here, these are the symbols. Subkarni. See this? Plus makes it modifier. These brackets negative. Okay, but negative we have not seen. Let's see where we will add negative. So then this is how your keywords become, right? And then negative keywords. See, negative keywords are here, where if I have to add any negative keyword, I will say plus negative keywords, and then either I can write it right now, or if I have any in my list already, so I can, pick it up from there by using this list. So I can just add my negative keywords. I can add it at campaign level or ad group level. So when I add it to campaign level, that means with all the for all the searches that are matching to that campaign, or for all the searches that are matching to that ad group. Okay, so I can just simply add my negative keywords here and save it. Account level, of course, you can add it in the shared library, Jyotsna. Like I told you, you can add at shared library, but it won't apply to your campaign unless you pick it up here and pick it up um, from your list from there. Okay, so you can simply add at account level. Every time you create a campaign, just pick it up from here. Yeah. Okay, then searched. Okay, so one more thing here. Quality score did we see last time? Where do we see quality score? See where we can see quality score. So if I go here and on this eligible bit, it says an ad isn't showing now, fine. It says quality score, right? So this is where you will get to see your quality score against each keyword, right? So you will get to see on this is your keyword performance report, by the way. Okay, this is where you're going seeing all your results on your different keywords. So you can get to see your quality score here only. And if you want to add it as a column, you can do that as well. What is this new notification? To show more of your columns, click this icon. So anyway, so if you want to add quality score as a column, you can simply click on see there is a button called filter here. These are just for viewing what you want to view on this page. So you can filter and view something, or you can segment your what you're seeing on this page by device and all that. So if I go to modify columns, I click on this, and I can go and click on modify columns here. So I can go and find. So if you don't want to get into all this, you can simply go to this place and go and say quality score. So I can search for quality score, right? Quality score, and add it as a column as well. So and say apply. Then what will happen? I will be seeing every time, I will be seeing my quality score against every keyword. It's been added here. So after average position, it's been added here. So I can see it every time right here. Okay, so this will be your performance report. We can see in the live account if we have time today. We'll go to a live account and see how this page actually looks like on another account, right? So this is one. Or in fact, let's go right now. So that we can see that search terms report also. So because I want to show you that search term report. What else? So once at least you should have used negative keyword before adding it in library and using it later. No, you can just go and create a list there. You can go to shared library and you can create a list there as well. You added quality score from filter. No, I added it from modify columns, the 3 columns icon. Deepti. Quality score would be visible after ad goes live. Yes, quality score would be visible after the ad goes live and after there's some data around it. Then your quality score would be visible. And then from time to time they review it. So if you are improving on your advertising, your quality score will improve. Okay, this will take its own time. Meanwhile, I can tell you what this report is all about. So see here, there is a third tab which is called search terms. Okay, so what is this search terms? So there's search keywords, negative keywords, we know. Now there is something called search terms. Search terms is another kind of a report only. You can see it in the interface. You can, when we discuss reporting in detail, you can always download this report as a proper report, or you can download a search term report. But right now we'll see it here only. So here If you go to search terms, this will show you when your ad goes live, right? So when the campaign's live, then you will see here the list of what people actually type to see your ad, right? So what did people really type to see your ad? So if my search keywords were women shoes and all, so maybe something related to women shoes, what did they type, and then what match type did it match with, is it there in my account or not right now, and then all the results on that. So it's not my performance report really. Okay, it's not my performance report, but it's a report where you can where you can know what did people type, right? What did people type, and how much money I spent on it, how many clicks I got on that, and you can really see those search terms, which is great. And you can use this report to actually optimize your keyword list. Can anybody tell me how will I see, if I can see the search terms, how will I use uh, this data to optimize my keyword list? Yes, Harpreet, anytime. Like I told you, you can pause the keywords, you can enable it, you can add more. Yes, anytime. And that is what you need to do also, as on, that is optimization. That process is known as optimization. You keep improving your account. It will give you an idea if you use right keywords. That will be given on search keywords only, Deepthi. So if I go on the search keywords tab, I can see on each keyword what is the click I've got, what is the CTR I've got, number of conversions I've got. So that I can go know there only. But if I see search term, then what? It can give you an idea about what match type you could use. Perfect. So yes, so I can probably see there, if I'm using um, women's hats as a keyword, and I can go to search term, and I might see that my ad is showing on women's helmets, right? That is a search term, and my ad showed, and there are so many impressions, so many clicks, and so much money that I've spent, right? So that is when I will say that, okay, I need to change the match type, right? Add the phrases which people search the most. Yes, so there can be search terms, correct, Sapani? So there can be search terms that I see. Then I will see that, let me, why not add it to my keyword only? So why not add it to my keyword? Because keyword list, so I might find some new keywords there. Exactly. And the phrases, yes, you can also see what search terms people use and reach your website, but which gives you unwanted click, that you can add to negative keywords. So see, I've got all the answers that I wanted. Yes, Sushmita. So yes, you can find your negative keyword list also here, right? So that's a very, very useful report. While it's not your performance report, it's a very useful report that you will use for optimization. Now let me go to a campaign. It's still taking some time. We'll reach there. Okay. What else? That's it, right? So that is all about your search term report. Auction insight report is another report, somebody's asked, right, Sapparni? It's another report where it tells you, how are you faring in that auction vis-a-vis others, right? So that's another report. So your domain, what is your impression share, right? It's a good report once once there is enough data. So who are your competitors, and how you are faring against your competitors, it will show you. So let me see if kind of we can see it here. So if I go to one of the search campaigns here, this auction insights report will tell me that, okay, just let me show this, taking time. Okay, so this one will show me that, what is the impression share I've got. So out of every 100 times my ad could have appeared on those keywords, because that there was a possibility, my ad could have appeared. How many impressions did I receive? What percent of the universe am I covering? Right? What is my average position, overlap rate with a certain with this particular domain, right? With this particular domain, how many times my ad and their ad is showing, position above rate, top of the page rate, outranking share. So you can compare yourself against your competitors. Competitors are people who are also bidding on similar keywords. So, so based on that, Google automatically knows who are your competitors. Okay. So I want to go to this Bangalore one. It has data. No data, I mean comparatively. Okay, never mind. Let's see something else. There are numbers on this one. Let's see this. And I go to see, this is the campaign. My ad groups are here. Why don't I see any numbers? All time. Okay. Go back. These are, by the way, display campaigns. See this icon? That's telling me that those are display campaigns. So I'm looking for a search campaign that has some data in it. This one has. Yeah. So this one. Right. So if I go here and ad group, right? So ad group level, it is giving me all this metric. This is kind of my ad group report. Auction changes, so all these reports, right? All these reports are being continuously updated, right? All these reports are being continuously updated, and I can check the time duration. I can change the time duration. Right now it is all time, so I can make it to last 7 days. I can make it to last month, last 30 days, and all that, and then I can see my results, right? And then if I go to a particular any one of these ad groups, right, and then I go to the keyword level. So see, I have all my search keywords here, right? All my search keywords are here. I can also see my quality score and all that. I think this column was not there earlier, this when this campaign ran. That's why we can't see it here. Or okay, this is paused right now. This campaign is paused right now. That's why you can't see quality scores. Okay, this you can't see quality scores, but you can see all other data, right? And you can also change the time duration and see. And then you have negative keywords here, right? You can enter all your negative keywords here. So if we have any negative keywords that we possibly found, um, through my search terms report and all, we've added them. Okay, and then search terms. So I can see my search terms here, right? So these are my search terms, clicks, impressions, all that, all the results. So I can know how much money where I've spent. And let me see if I have auction insights report, then I'll show you that. I don't know if it'll be there for a post campaign. So yes, so you have all this is how I can see my impression share, average position, overlap rate, position above rate, top of the page rate, how many times I did show on the top of the page and all that. So I can see all of that. Is this clear now, Sapparni? Yeah, and you have the this drop down everywhere, the duration drop down. Okay, while this is for an paused campaign, but otherwise this duration drop down will also help you. What is overlap rate? Overlap rate is when your ad is also showing and their ad is also showing at the same time. Okay, what else? Outranking share, when your ad has shown above there. Yeah. So this is all done. We have an activity here. Yes. Sorry. So this one, right? So if you're building a keyword list for a company that sells yoga pants, and your keyword is women's yoga pants, which of these searches will trigger your ad? Match types. One will trigger your ad, Second one will also trigger your ad, first and second. Okay, all three should, right? Because women's yoga pants, if I'm writing like this, it's a broad match, right? So my ad can show definitely for this one. It can also trigger for this one, considering a misspelling, and this is a kind of a synonym, right? So my ad can show for all of them, correct? And case, and of course case not case sensitive. Variation, misspellings, synonyms. Okay, we can see one more slide on this one. If you see this image here, right? If you see this image here, this is the this is one of the keywords which is showing, and ad is showing on this search term, ad is showing on this search term. So what type of keyword, what match type is this keyword? It's broad match, Siddharth. No other answers? Broad match. Broad match. No, it's broad match. It can't be modifier because see ad is showing for couch also. It can't be phrase match because here that phrase is not there, right? So it's broad match, right? There's a video here as well, so you can watch this video later on, right? When you download this presentation. What else? So that's about match types, I guess, and this we've done already. Then let's go to, that's about keywords, right? Budget, some slides are there. Anything else? Any questions on keywords? Cool. So budget, just some slides are there that you determine your daily budget by your own advertising goal amount that you are comfortable spending. So while keyword planner will tell you that this will be your CPC, so you can just multiply and say that okay, so if this is my CPC, then I'll multiply it with my clicks and I'll get my budget. Uh, at the same time, there will be some marketing budget that will be there at your end. So if you have been spending 100 rupees till now, you don't suddenly go and spend 2000 rupees, right? So it, you really scale it gradually. Whatever money you spending, you scale it gradually, right? So that is one factor, the marketing budget, and the other one is your cost is average CPC into number of clicks, right? So you can determine your budget like that. So you decide that these many clicks I want, and if the average CPC this Google is suggesting is around this, so I will spend so much money. I will divide that by a certain 30.4, so then I will reach my daily budget. If I know my monthly budget, then I will divide it and I will reach my daily budget. So that's where your AdWords will also help you with that. Check your ad delivery method, standard, accelerated. We have discussed this. Now, if you're creating an AdWords account for a new small business, what is the best strategy to set an initial budget? 1, 2, 3. You have to start and you have to set an initial budget. Okay, so one answer I've got is 2 from everybody. Great. So yes, 2. Why not 1? Why not 1? Any idea? Technically, it is correct. Correct. So if it is just 50 rupees, how many clicks will you really get, and what will you really conclude out of it? Correct. And you obviously don't start big and scale it down. Doesn't work that. Right. Great. Yes. So now about landing pages. Okay. So about landing pages now. we have to also provide a good landing page experience to the user. Now we've seen bid strategy, we've seen keyword planning, bid, how much to bid, what to, budget, but all of this will really fail if you do not have a good landing page experience. Now, while you will not be the developer, okay, you're not the developer and you're not expected to create that page, right? Because if you are the advertiser, you are not doing the technical work, so you'll not be expected to create that page, but you as an advertiser should analyze that page, understand if it is good or not, and if there are any inputs required from the developer, you should talk and you should get it done from them, right? Otherwise your advertising will fail because of this reason. So landing page experience, relevance, usefulness, ease of navigation, links, quick loading, mobile optimized, less of clutter, all of that we discussed last time, right? So all of that. Now here in landing page metrics, they also give you these three things. So when you go to your account and when you go to landing pages in the new interface, they have added this. So you have something called landing pages here, right? And here you can see your results, all these metrics that they will give you. So I don't think that is there for this one. I don't have it for this one because it's something they've added now. Right, so no, I don't have this data, but what essentially they will tell you is across your landing pages you can know. So whatever landing pages you've used, you can get data for that. So you can get to know how many, what percent of click rates were mobile friendly click rates, right, from a mobile friendly page. So from, if you have your website which is all mobile friendly, what percentage, what percentage of click rates were mobile friendly, what, how, what was, how many were they're coming from valid AMP pages on your website, and then all the results by each landing page you can get. So all the landing pages that you've used in across your ad groups on this, since I'm on this particular campaign, then across this campaign, across all the ad groups, all the landing pages that you've used, even if you've used the same landing page on two different ad groups, they will combine that and they'll give you the data. So you'll know which kind of landing pages, which landing pages are working better for me, right? So you can compare landing pages also. Now here, going back, so see, mobile friendly click rate is, from percentage of mobile clicks that go to a page that is deemed mobile friendly by Google, and valid AMP is percentage of ad clicks that are coming from a valid AMP page, right? And performance metrics, of course. So, how does Google determine whether a page is mobile friendly or not? So that is this one, right? So that is um, this test, right? So where you can enter your website. So you should also check it here, right? You should check your URL here so that you know that my page is mobile friendly or not. So anybody has a website here we can check? Anybody has a website here that we can check here? What is the link? Right. So see, let's try this first one. Okay. So see here, I'll say run test. This is a very simple one. It just says your page is mobile friendly or not. So I'm just opening a few more tools that you can check, use and check. So see, oh, this one says page is not mobile friendly. Look at this. It says page is not mobile friendly and fix the following two issues. Your clickable elements too close together, content is wider than screen. So even if you are not the one who's working on it, and if you don't, even if you do not understand what exactly these issues mean, whatever, sometimes they can become very technical also. So that's not an issue. You just need to share this with your developer and tell them that this is how it is. So please please look at this and fix it, right? So please fix it. So that's because if my page is not mobile friendly, this is going to be a problem with my advertising. People come in from a mobile device, Google, this is not going to work, right? So that's one. So this is how you can go and check it and know, some things that you might not know as an advertiser. You might even not know that this is how it's going. Okay, let's see some more tools. Okay, and by the way, this one, let's finish with this slide. So by the way, this one is your ampproject.org is where you can get all the details on AMP. AMP is this initiative where they want, and Google's also with it. So Google says that yes, you should, your page should be on accelerated mobile pages, right? AMP is accelerated mobile pages. So that's again something that this is where they will, so you can know more about it if you want here. And if your page is on accelerated mobile pages and all, so that's again some data that they will give you. So that is one more link. And yes, okay, I'm closing this. I'm closing the mobile friendly test. This is done. Now there are some more tools. Test your mobile speed. Okay, so let me check one more site here. So see this URL. Okay, I have checked this and I'm saying let's go. Let's see this. Page speed insights is another one. And they're all from Google, right? So you know how Google's going to look at your website. So as far as, okay, let's see this one. It says on mobile optimization is medium, okay, which is decent for a new website, if it's a new website, that is. And it says that let's say on desktop, it's again medium, right? Sometimes you may see really low and all, and this is all red, lower than 50 and all. So, and see all these suggestions, mostly to compress images and lots of other suggestions. Now you can just share, right? You can just share with your developer so they can, if you're seeing that this is really low, or even if you want to improve it further, this is what you can share with them and tell them that improve it, because they typically they work on their own what they're working on, but these are things that also kind of an insight to them sometimes. Okay, and just share the link. So this is your link, and so please save these links, guys, and test your mobile. Some of these are there on the presentation. One or two may not be there. So testing on a, this is still going. Okay. see one more link. See, this one's not been optimized completely right now, right? So maybe it's a new website. So then again, it will be very useful to share all this with the developer and fix all this. See, it says optimization suggestions and optimizations that are already present, right? And then desktop similarly. So you can go and share it with your developer and try and improve this. Okay, so that's these will really help you, these all these tools. Okay, this is still going on, but this is another one. You can go and check it at your end also. If it doesn't, it takes time. So this is also anyway your assignment to check this and provide us a screenshot. Okay, on this one. This one's there, and I think one more tool is there. Guys, is it clear to everybody? All this. So you test your mobile page, okay, using that mobile friendly test, the first one that we saw. Okay, now we are on to optimization strategies, right? Okay, so optimization strategies. Harpreet, you want to check this? I've just shared all the links. Okay, I've just shared all the links. Just see above. You can try it out. The test my site is taking time actually. So if I go on to try another one, and I've closed the other ones already. Yeah. So please try and check it there. Okay, I think you've got the point. So now you know how what all to check and to share with the developer. That's the idea. Optimizations, unless of course you are the one who's working on it. Of course, if you are the tech, you also have some technical prowess and you are working on it, then you can just go through the steps and try and figure them out. Okay, now the idea is just at one place we have kept all the optimization that you would usually do, and all the things that you should check, right? So one, use separate campaigns for search and display ads. I think we discussed this last time only, that we'll not combine both the networks in the same campaign, right? Then when do you create different campaigns? We have different categories. We create different campaigns. We may also create different campaigns, especially for different kind of budgets we want to put in. So one segment of my business is earning me more revenue. I want to spend more on that, right? One segment is not so important. I want to spend less money on that. So I'll keep them separate, right? Or if I'm spending the same, like that, those campaigns you saw, digital marketing, Bangalore, Mumbai, Kolkata, they are separate campaigns. Why are they separate campaigns? Because they are the same thing, but they be targeting them to different locations. And that's why also I can keep my campaigns separate or keep them as separate campaigns. If we want, we can keep them in the same campaign if we want them to share a budget, and if we are targeting the same location as well, or same set of locations, right? So then you can keep in the same campaign. Otherwise, for these reasons, you keep them in separate campaigns. Now, theme, we have discussed last time only, that a campaign will be around a theme, which will then go on to the ad group and then go on to keywords. And then tightly themed ad groups we will ensure. So if we have everything done well, then we will get we have relevance. We will build relevance like that. We will get a good quality score, obviously a good ad rank. Then good quality score, we bid competitively, we could good the ad rank, and that can eventually decrease our cost, right? For each ad group, we'll use keywords that share the same theme. So that theme will go from campaign, ad group to keywords, right? This is account structure. These are the things that some things that we need to look at. Now ad, right? When we are creating one ad copy, so one, when you create just one ad within one ad group, you will not know that if this ad has performed well or not, right? So what will happen is everything is good, but that ad copy that you wrote is not getting enough CTRs because people are not, that ad is not appealing enough. So then you will not know that unless you add 2, 3 ads in the same ad group. So you must do this so that you know that which kind of ad copy works, or You get, you get better results, and you also know which kind of ad copy works. And then mention at least one of your keywords in the ad headline. Remember, ad headline is highlighted, right? The headline is highlighted, so if whatever keywords are there within that ad group, if you mention that there, then what people are typing, they will see that mentioned in the headline as well. That will increase the relevance, and also the inclination, so sort of people will be inclined to click more, and hence the quality score. So comply with all the editorial and trademark policies so that your ads don't get disapproved. Obviously, you will highlight the great things about your business. You will use call to action like that buy now, call now that we used last time, and use interstitial capitalization where, like this, you start every word with a capital letter. When you are writing that path URL, there also you can use a keyword. Right? Remember the path URL, which is not a URL, only working URL. It's not a working URL. It's like ad. So you can just add a keyword there as well, because people will definitely, before clicking, even if we don't read the description line and all, we will read that URL. So there you can add a keyword, make it more relevant there. And landing page URL should all be also in line with what the user is searching for. Uh, it, these are part of policy, Chaitanya. The capitalization bit, the interstitial capitalization, the standard way to write, that's part of policy. So Google does not Google one, if you try and just make it all capital. Let's say you make one word all capital, that is something that Google will definitely disapprove, right? You can use, I mean, it's not that you cannot start a word with small letter and keep it all small. It's just that this it's just a standard way, it's a standard way. One, the policy bit, if you do over and above something which is not something that Google will like, all capital will not be liked. Small is okay, but interstitial capitalization is a standard way we go about it. Okay, so it actually comes down from the policy only rather than the performance. Yeah. So then, keyword optimization. Use words and phrases. This I've already told you, that use the phrases that your customers use, not your employees or you use. Then organize by theme. 15 to 20 keywords you can keep in every ad group. 2 3 word keywords will be more specific and will work better than single word keywords. Keyword match type you should use. You should use negative keywords in your account. You should also look at the search term report and optimize based on that. You should use keyword planner to find new keywords, and you have your customized landing pages. So you see that which landing pages will correspond to that. And then landing page optimization, follow the AdWords policies. uh, Landing page, right? Now landing page, I'm sure we know all of this. It's just that it's just one place we have tried and place them. So you follow the AdWords policies, relevant, original, useful content. You must be your all your advertising must be transparent and trustworthy. Your navigation should be easy, no matter the device we are going from. All these points you can go through, like see, all distracting features, these are not liked, right? So here on your page also see things like anything sponsored, you should distinguish that. Even that is, these are the kind of things that Google looks at, right? So you should be completely everything should be completely transparent. It should not be that you're trying to somehow get the results. It should be all transparent and user friendly, right? Decrease landing page loading time, make your website fast. Now, there was a very interesting research report that I read some time back. Was that if the mobile, if the page does not load quickly, right, on a mobile, so that gives people more stress than most day to day, like real stressful situations. So that was very kind of a funny way they presented it, that if the mobile site does not load, it gives people more stress, right? So rather than so, and so the idea is that people will leave your page if it doesn't load quickly, and they will not come back, right? So yeah. Yes, yes. So now accelerated mobile pages, we've seen this one as well. Test my site, link is here, mobile friendly link is here, right? Valid AMP. So yeah, so that's it on the optimization bit. let me go back to let me go to the assignment, then we will see what else is left, what else we can discuss here. So the assignment for today is to, now that we've just discussed optimization, the assignment is that last week that you guys have gone and created this campaign, right? You all went and created a campaign which we said that you can keep it paused right now. Now what you can do is you can optimize that campaign and take it live, right? So we'll go to the task. The task is to basically go through all these steps that we just discussed. Okay, there are two more tools that I want to take you through. One is this one. Acha, word stream wala to we'll discuss in the last week actually. Sorry, the word stream one, the word stream one, the account audit one, we will discuss in the last week. So today I'll just take you through SEM Rush. So see, if I go here, can't I create a campaign if I don't have a visa? You can, Sapparni. You can. You can also use net banking if you want. If there is any issue with the card, you can use net banking. Oh, Rupee generally creates problems lots of places, in lots of places actually. It's not accepting. Has anybody else tried a Rupee card? And it worked for you? No. Yeah. So it does create problems some at some places. Yeah, they don't. Okay. Yeah. So Sapparni, you have your answer here. Yeah, yeah. You can get it, exchanged and just tell them to change the card. Okay, so now, yeah, so your task will be to optimize this campaign where you use your keyword planner. So ad group optimization, you will use keyword planner now. So last time you just went and created this campaign and just added some keywords. But now we will use keyword planner and we will identify two new ad group ideas and add them to the campaign, right? So ad group ideas, the previous one will help you with, right? The previous keyword planner, try and go there and then add them to the existing campaign. Then use the keyword planner tool to research for new keywords for existing ad groups that you've created, right? So whatever existing ad groups were there, you can expand them now, right? You can expand them now. There are more links here. There's a video here as well, you can watch it. Review the keyword list in the ad groups and introduce different match types to the keywords. Okay, and you segment your keywords by search term match type. Segment is this button, right? But that button that we saw there, uh, segment filter column. This one, sorry, this one, right? So this is your segment. You can segment anything by whatever is the page. So if you are on the keyword page, you can segment by match type. Okay, sorry, where was I? Now here you can review the data of the segmented table, and you can, so now when you've taken it live, right? So when you've taken this campaign live, you can tell us which match type is performing well for you. Now you can modify the keyword match types for improving the performance. So use at least one of each, right? So we know how things are. And then 5 negative match keywords you should have in your account, right, on this campaign also. And some more article you can read through. You can remove the duplicate keywords. If you have any duplicate keywords, then please remove them. If you have used any single word keywords last time, then you can go and replace them with 2 or 3 word keywords now. If you have removed any if you have any keyword which does not match the theme, now if you go and look at it, you can go and remove it. Mention at least one of the keywords in the ad group, right, in the ad text headline. So try and do all this ad text optimization part, specify USP, add a call to action if you have not, use interstitial capitalization like this, right? And then use a relevant keyword in the URL path, the same steps that we just discussed. Okay, landing page on the website as the final URL, right? So you should make it a make it the specific landing page and not just the home page and all. Use test your mobile website tool. Okay, so use this tool and use this tool, right? And take a screenshot and share those results also. So I'll just go to this this is the document that you will download. You will tell us the ad group names, ad group themes, keywords, new keywords that you added, segmented. When you segmented, what did you see, which match type worked, which keywords did you replace and make 2 3 word keywords, uh, which keywords did you remove, what did you do in the ad copy, all these things, right? Landing page optimization, screenshot of this report of your website and the result of this one of your website. So this one, yes, for this one, now this is the this is a very key assignment, and we expect you to have a website by now, and we expect you to take this live, right? Take this campaign live. You don't have to spend much money. You can spend let's say 500 rupees on this campaign overall, and that should do, right? And then you can come back with all these. So once you first you optimize, then take it live, and then you can write this all this out and upload this document here. So that's the task for today. That is one. The other bit we will go to is we'll discuss SEM rush. So there's one task in week one task 4, that also you will be able to do now. Is this clear to everybody? What is the task? Right, so you can also go to week 1 and go to task 4, SEM rush task. I think it's the task 4. So I'm going to SEM rush. Yeah, task, no, task, sorry, task 4, right? Task 4. And you can mark it complete. You don't have to submit anything, but you have to mark it complete once you go through that and you're able to do that. So semrush.com. So now this is a paid tool, right? This is a paid tool. You can get access to this tool from Digital Vidya for a limited time. That access you can gain by going here. So here, see, if you want access, you can create your account by using this link, right? So then you will get the access. Otherwise, it's a paid third party tool. So when I say third party tool, it's not from Google, but it is a tool that is used in search, and it is very popular because it gives you a lot of data and helps you benchmark against your helps you understand what your competitors are doing, right? And that way you can also devise your strategy. So while it's not really required for you to understand each and every feature, you should be able to get the data that you need, right? Get the data that you need to really devise your own strategy in AdWords, right? What can you use to from there to in AdWords? So you don't need to use everything, every single link here, but you should just be able to find that data. And that is why I'm not going to be taking you through each and every thing here. I'll just take you through an overview, and there see this webinar link and all that is there, right? So you can always go to webinars and you can access more videos, find out more information, all that you can do. So there will be lots of videos. They also have a YouTube account. SEMrush has a YouTube channel, sorry. So there are lots of videos. So if you want to learn it better, you can always go there. Now, and I'm on advertising toolkit of this tool. They also have, what is happening to this? They also have content, SEO, lots of tools within it. Just refresh this page. We'll just come back. So see this place, you can enter your domain name or your competitor's domain name basically, and understand what they're doing. So which domain do you want to try out? Any some website that will have some paid search also and some spends to see. Or we can take a common popular website as well. Make my trip. Okay. So make my trip search. I'll just take the first one. I'll just take the first one and proceed. So see, in domain overview, they will tell me a lot about organic data as well as paid data. So beyond this, then we will move on to the paid data part of it. Of course, in your SEO session, you might be taken through this tool again. So there is a lot of this tool really helps with the SEO as well. And then there is a so like this advertising toolkit. If I go here, they have a content toolkit and SEO toolkit and all that. So right now, I'm just concerned with the paid search part of it. It's taking time. Okay, two different accounts. So see here, see this backlinks and all. This is SEO. I mean, yeah, that will help SEO. Yeah, sure, Harpreet. So SEO is another module, so you will eventually probably move on there also. So that's what I was saying. So see here, organic search, this is the kind of traffic they're getting. From paid search, this is the kind of traffic they're getting. Number of keywords, traffic cost, keywords, traffic cost, right? So and see this two important things here. I'm on India, right? If you by default they show any other country, you can change to your country, and here the currency, right? If you want to change it, this setting is where you click and you can change your currency to INR. Right, so right now it still is it's in INR for me, but I can, if it's not, then I can change to INR and say apply. So these are two things, country and currency you can change. Now beyond this, I will go to the advertising research part of it. So if I go to advertising research, they will tell me that what is make my trip present on, right? Which are the keywords it is present on, what is and how are where their ads are showing on those keywords, what are their suggested bids, lot of things. So guys, meanwhile, I'll also share the feedback link for today's session. We'll be ending on time only. We are still, discussing this. So let me just share this link. This is the link for today's session. Thanks. Yes, you can go to get overview of any website. It does not, you don't have to be authorized to get it, and it's a great tool that way, that you can understand what they are doing. You can understand where their emphasis is on, right? Where they're advertising, where the emphasis, when their emphasis has changed. So you can know all of that. And even list of their keywords, the ads, ad copies, their bid amount. Well, it's coming, Google will not provide you with all this. Google will not give you any data on your competitor. Thanks, Chaitanya. Your name is Chaitani or Chaitanya? I just get confused and I just Usually, Chaitanya, no? Okay. Search. So go to advertising research. We'll give it time. So meanwhile, I'll tell you what are we going to do um, in the next session. Okay, so today we are done with search completely, right? So we've gone and understood everything about search now, the keywords, ad copies, optimization, landing pages, all of that we've understood. Now you should completely take that campaign live, take that learning, all of that. Next week when we come in, I'm going to first of all go into conversion tracking. Remember that setup that we spoke about? So that conversion tracking, and post that we will move on to display network, right? So Google display network, how do we create campaigns there? How do we plan there? I don't know what's wrong with this. Thank you, Jyotsna. Thank you, Harpreet. Meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions overall from the session, you can let me know. Okay, so while we'll proceed with this, there are just a few things to understand here. It's not so complicated as much time it's taking. So we can we can also discuss your questions. See, it says upcoming webinars. So they always have this. You can attend them. Thank you, Arpreet. Thanks a lot. What happened last time? Yeah, hi. You've enabled the campaign, but have you made all the optimization? All the steps have you taken? All the things that we just discussed? I think you should expand. Have you used the keyword planner and all that? I think you should do that first and then enable your campaign. Right? So then you will know that I did this and it worked. Last week, what we discussed was just a very basic framework. Guys, I'll try this. If it doesn't work today, I'll take you through this one for 5 minutes next time. Okay, let me just try it for another few minutes. I don't know what is wrong with this. We get your email ID for clearing doubts. The Q&A platform is there, but would it be better if we can contact you directly? Actually, as a matter of DV policy, we cannot share. What happens is, sometimes some one of us or some of us may get delayed, and then people may have a complaint, and then that's not routing through DV, so that's not correct that way. So that's why we have changed it, and we've made it to the LMS only. If there is something really urgent, right? So there's LMS, of course. There is, I'm meeting you every week, so we'll discuss then. And if there's something very urgent, then you can always tell your coordinator that this is urgent and I really need a reply to it so that I can go ahead with my assignment or go ahead with my campaign. So they will ensure that they know they reach out to us and get the answer. So I just got a call for one of them. So yeah, okay. So don't worry, Sappan. Yeah, how much time will it take to reflect on website live campaign? How much time will it take to reflect? One business day is what it takes for them to approve your campaign. And in case if anyone gets a disapproval on so you get an email on that, and you get a notification at the top also. That notifications where notification is. So then if a campaign gets disapproved, whatever disapproval reason they give you, whatever change you have to make, you make that change, save it again it will go for approval, and this time it's all good, they will approve. So one business day is that lead time. I think even I'm getting bored of trying this again and again. So let's see. Another 2 minutes, guys. If this works, then it's fine. Otherwise, we'll take it up next time. This is just a very small topic. Okay. What else? Any other questions anybody has? No other questions. Is it all good? All good. With all these things that we've discussed today. I checked the archive recording. Few of them weren't available. Weren't available. I don't know. So you mean the links were there, but you could not play them? Um, I really don't know. I never really go back and check, but saying it's a duplicate one. Acha, it should not happen. You can just report if you can, if you can just let us know, then we'll try and see if there's an issue, and it happens very often because we have been not noticed it. I have a blog. What type of ad I should create? You can create a search campaign where you want to get traffic on your website, right? You want to get clicks on your website. So you bid on keywords for the kind of content that you have. And the idea is to get clicks, right? That is why you are there. That's so strange. I mean, the content can be the same, but we have, the dates, content can be similar. I mean, but uh, names and dates and all that are different. I'll check. I'll once tell my coordinator that there is an issue like this. So I'll figure it out. We'll try and see if it's possible. So, but anyway, you'll get a link to today's recording, right, which will be new. So now see, we are on advertising research, and I will input this URL here, right? It will give me, oops, yeah. So now it will give me a list of keywords that make my trip has been showing ads on, and it will also tell me that what are the positions where what is the kind of position they are getting on those keywords, what is the spend suggested, what is the kind of bid they are placing on these keywords, right? All of that. I'll close both these AdWords accounts. So that's, I'll just take you through this. And then if you go to position changes, you will see on what keywords the positions have changed, right? So that will help you understand that where they are now focusing on. You can go and see the list of competitors. You can see their ad copies, ad history, right? So you can see so many such things. See these. Right, so many keywords, this is the kind of traffic, this is the estimated, all estimates, okay, they have estimates at their end. So all estimate traffic cost, how much they are spending. This is the keyword, make my trip, the ad position is 1, right? Block, they are showing up on the top rather than the bottom of the page. The search volumes, right? This is the kind of search volume estimate, like estimated one area. CPC bid URL for this keyword. Traffic percentage out of the total paid traffic percentage that's coming from this keyword. Cost percentage, money that's being spent out of the total paid cost, right? Competitive density from 0 to 1 in increasing order. How much is what is the competition like? um, yes, Rochak, you will get the recording, don't worry, you'll get the recording by Thursday latest. Okay, the search results, right? What are the number of search results that appear on this, and what is the kind of search trend? So there's no such trend here as such. So any kind of trend, is it? So all of that you can see for for your competitors, right? And you can see so much. I am limited somewhere here by the kind of access that I am, but if you want to use it on a continuous basis, of course you will have a paid account to it, and you can then get to see all of this data as well. And then similarly, I can see position changes, I can see the competitor list, I can even see the ad copies, right? So which, if I go to Google and try and see, I will not see so many at one place, right? So I will see here how, which are the ad copies, for which keywords they have been running these ads, what is the ad history. If I go to this ad history bit, then I'll see by month. Okay, what's the ad history been like. See this. So their ad is, this is their ad on these 145 keywords. You can even click on this and then see this, the list of 145 keywords. See all of these at one place, right? This ad, these 60 keywords, and then there is limited, that's why I can't see beyond this. And similarly ad history, similarly keyword research, right? So if I go to keyword overview, let's see if we have data here. And then see here, if you go to display advertising, some, they also show display ads, PLA, they also show shopping ads, not always, but when they have data they'll show all of that as well. Okay, we'll change this. See all this, it's saying keyword, volume, CPC, and full report, right? So you can generate all this. I can even change it to make my trip rather. So do go and explore this at your end also, right? And like I said, you have all these webinars and everything, and then even then, if you have any issue with this, right, anywhere you cannot find. So I just wanted to give you an overview. We're not getting into each and every detail here as such. So if you still find an issue, anything that you do not understand, you can always talk to our coordinator, and we'll figure it out for you, right? So we'll figure it out for you that if you need an even more understanding into something. So this keyword overview, if you go to display ads, you will be able to see those display banners, really banners that they are running. PLA research, some shopping ads, right? Provided they have data, they'll show you all this. Is this clear to everybody? Any questions here so far? See this? And you can, export this view full report and you can go and see more. Guys, are you still there? Great. So that's how you can go and explore more here. Check the display advertising PLA ones also, and if you continue, you use it more. Then if you use it on a continuous basis, then you can use these where you can save some domains and keep, and then whenever you come back, you check the numbers and all that, right? Check the what's happening and all that. So that's it from my end then. Okay, so I'll anybody who wants to leave at this point can leave. I had already shared the feedback link, right? I'll just share it again. Thank you so much. So, like I said, when we meet next time, you can explore this more at your end. Go and go to this place, right, and explore this. There is a task also on this, so you can go and complete this. You can mark it complete. If you have any issues, any problems, you can let us know, and I'll meet you next week with display network, right? Conversion tracking, little bit conversion tracking, and then completely display network. How do you create those campaigns? There will be images there, remember. How do you create those ads? How do you what is the kind of targeting? Because it's no longer keyword. Next week it will not be about keyword at all, so it will be about different kinds of targeting. So all that we will see next week. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Megha. Thanks, Sushmita. Thank you, Sonali. Bye, Satparni. Thank you. Thank you, Siddharth. Bye.